So I'm just going to have some clips here and give a bit of commentary which would explain why, if I was an American citizen, I would be voting Democrat.
I don't think anybody who says death to America or death to Israel can be trusted.
Republican candidates have denounced the Iran nuclear deal, saying it's a threat to the United States and Israel. We're at a conservative summit in Iowa to ask likely voters their thoughts on it all. How about the Iran nuclear deal? Are you supportive of it?
No.
Not at all.
They are going to give them the pathway to the bomb.
You think Iran wants to bomb the United States?
Absolutely.
Do you think that Israel's the U.S.'s greatest ally?
Yes.
Of course.
I absolutely think Israel is America's greatest ally.
They are our only ally in the Middle East that is not looking to destroy us.
Why on earth would Iran want to bomb America? It's absolutely bizarre. And so they don't like this nuclear deal. So Iran aren't going to have nuclear weapons. I mean, they actually want to attack Iran. They are absolutely bonkers. And they consider Israel America's greatest ally. How many troops did Israel send to Afghanistan? I mean, are they a member of NATO? These are the kind of people you have in the Republican Party. Oh my God, though. It gets worse.
I believe in Christian, and I believe those who bless Israel will be blessed, and those who do not will not.
It says in the Bible, we need to support Israel.
So that's important to you as a Christian?
As a Christian.
Even though it's a Jewish state?
Correct.
Okay.
But in the end, they will see the light and they will become Christians.
The Jews in Israel will become Christians in the end?
Yep.
Okay.
If we back out of supporting Israel, I, as a strong Christian and believer in God, I think that his support of us will also go away.
Do you think...
Oh dear. God's will bless those. I think, yeah, what you're referring to, yeah. Oh, I found it. You were referring to Genesis 12:3, I do believe. Oh, yeah, God said to Abraham, I will bless those who bless you, I will curse those who treat you with contempt, and all the people... Okay, yeah, I mean, that would sound quite reasonable if the word translated into English as you was plural in the Hebrew. The problem is it's actually singular, so God's obviously talking to Abraham personally and not all his descendants. But then they have this thing called the Schofield Bible, which has this footnote claiming it's talking about the Jewish people and blah blah blah, and so it's not part of the canon of Scripture, but it is if you're a mad fundy evangelical Protestant. Anyway, and the thing is, so they have this idea that God has a favourite nation, and which, according to this book, that can't be the case. I mean, Romans 2:11 says that God does not show favouritism, or where is it? And also, Galatians 2:6 says it, but he doesn't show favouritism as well. And apparently Peter said that God does not show favouritism in Acts 10:34 after a Gentile became a Christian. So basically, this idea that God has this special kind of people, has a favourite kind of, you know, just because they were some of his earliest customers doesn't mean he has any favourite thing. Sorry, God isn't a racist. Anyway.
Do you think at all about the Palestinian Christians who also live in the Holy Land who are affected by Israel's policies in a negative way?
You know, I don't know how they're affected.
That I don't know a lot about.
I don't know enough about that case.
The Palestinians are very, I'm looking for a good word, they're opposed to Israel, and I understand that you can only coexist so long.
Well, obviously you don't really know much about that. You don't really know about much of that case because to you, God has this idea he's restoring Israel, and it's all heading for Armageddon, and you have all this great idea of like rapture followed by Israel being picked on by everybody else, and then Jesus coming back and liberating his chosen people, don't you? So, and basically you just have a series of end time scenarios. So basically you really don't not bothered about Palestinian people, because basically you're just into this bonkers kind of Gnosticism, to the point where you really don't care about people, don't you? I mean, that's the crux of it. I mean, these people have this idea of how the world is going to end. It's a very, and they feel quite smug and superior because of this hidden knowledge that they believe they have. And well, you don't really need to worry about people. I mean, well, you know how it's all. It's just why worry about the fact that Palestinian Christians are getting bombed out of their homes, having their houses demolished, and being hassled by Israeli settlers, it doesn't really matter, does it? Because they're not bothered about people, and that's the fact of it.